Keeping 10 toes down on this one, okay? I'm just doubling down. I mentioned it yesterday during my coverage of the Damar Hamlin stuff. I am sticking up for what I believe is right, what I believe is true, and everything that I see about this Andrew Tristan Tate, okay? The two other non-named conspirators about human trafficking shit. I'm not buying it. I don't see any evidence that would lead me to believe that this was anything other than a setup. And I'm tired of motherfuckers thinking that they can just go ahead and skate on this shit. Oh, you wanted to cash in on all the Andrew Tate hype in the beginning, huh? Back when he was really popping off, everybody thought that it was popular to take this nuanced take about it. Oh, I've heard of Andrew Tate. I don't believe in everything that he says, but he does make some good points. Or the other side of it, where it's like, oh, he's just a misogynist. We're just gonna make a whole bunch of money on a bunch of fucking hit pieces. Meanwhile, I've been demonetized talking about this motherfucker since day one because I believe in the message. I think that what he says is what young men need to hear in today's day and age. You are valued. Know your fucking worth. Maximize your potential so that you don't have to take shit from all these motherfuckers who are trying to keep you down. It's a good message. It's the best message. It's what you need to hear. And it's the reason he is getting silenced and squeezed out of society. Fuck all of them. I know this video, there's no way in hell this shit is going to get fucking monetized, but I want to talk about it because it is fucking important. I've covered how many different Me Too allegations? The Trevor Bauer stuff, okay? Courtney Clenny lying about stabbing her boyfriend, going from, oh, I just threw the knife to being self-defense, covering that extensively. Johnny Depp stuff all last year, all of this shit built on a fucking lie. And now because it becomes expedient because Andrew Tate and his brother are being detained for 30 fucking days, now you got these attention-seeking bitches with a bunch of fucking made-up stories trying to get some clout off this guy's name. Holy, not gonna let this stand. Because I don't know Tate. Chances are I'm never gonna meet these guys, okay? Chances are they're never gonna hear this message. They're never gonna hear the support, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm just here for the fucking truth and to get this side of the story out there because the media right now, social media right now, nobody wants to say the name Tate. Oh my God, he's been arrested. He was basically running this rape dungeon. It's like, bro, you don't even know the fucking facts. Or there was a message that I put out yesterday, okay? Actually, I'll just, fuck it, go ahead and read it. Your friends on the right, 2022, Alex Jones is a canary in the coal mine. Censorship moves one step at a time. If you don't speak up for him right now, who knows when they're going to be coming to your door. The jackboots are coming down the street, man. But then in 2023, Andrew Tate. Oh, I don't know who Andrew Tate is, but social media is telling me that I should be taking a hard stance on him one way or another. I don't really care. The fucking disconnect in these idiots. You know why? Because he talks about the uncomfortable truths and the differences between men and women. And those simps that are out there don't want to fuck up any steady stream of pussy that they're seeing. You know what? Guess what? I keep 10 toes fucking down. I'm exactly who I am on camera as I am off camera. So I'm going to keep it a buck regardless. Let's get into this fucking nonsense claim. Ex-Playboy Model 32. I already know your story's cap because you think Tate's fucking around with some 32-year-old used hoe, okay? You got sold a dream, sweetheart. Sucks to suck. He wanted to smash if you were in the area, but guess what? If you thought that you were going to be getting a relationship out of the guy who's a fucking billionaire, oh lordy, you made some bad fucking decisions, and guess what? Now you gotta wear it. But she claims that Andrew Tate tried to lure her to his Romanian hideaway. His hideaway that everybody in Bucharest knows where it is. Everybody knows who the Tates are, and that you can see it on Google Maps, that it's well documented, that it's in just about every one of their videos. But you know, Romanian hideaway, right? Before he was arrested in rape and trafficking probe. Arrested, huh? He's being detained for 30 days because all of these fucking idiots have no idea how Romanian law enforcement works, okay? I'll fill you in a little bit because, like I've been saying, okay? Ever since all this shit broke, I'm going to try to find out as much information on this stuff as possible. And Myron from Fresh and Fit, somebody who knows Andrew Tate, who has spent time with Andrew Tate at that very place right there. He has the inside track on that stuff. And I believe him more than I believe any one of these fucking reporters, any one of these lying hoes that just come out to probably cash a check, because there's been multiple different videos that you've probably seen out there. One of the more popular one right now is Andrew Tate predicting all this stuff. Now, I understand the arguments that could be on both sides. Oh, he predicted this stuff that was going to happen. Obviously, it's the blueprint that gets fixed to anybody who is speaking uncomfortable truths. Look at Edward Snowden, Julian Assange, all of those people that are out there. Okay, those are just two of many examples that are out there. Or you could say that he was fucking around doing some weird shit and he knew that eventually his number was going to get pulled, because apparently the Romanian authorities had been trailing and paying attention to the movements of the Tate brothers, okay, waiting for their moment to spring the trap. They've been looking at him for at least a couple of months at this point. Very, very different than what some smooth brains out there. It's like, bro, you doxed yourself with a pizza box. It's like, I showed you back in the day, okay? We took a look. It's like, that's his war room. It's very fucking obvious. It's in so many of his fucking videos right now. And that same Romanian authorities, okay, those ones right there, they went through in April after another fucking fake claim that is out there. So obviously, Tate knew he was living on borrowed time. Called it. The first thing that they do is they cancel you off all the platforms. Second thing is they try to pin some fucking claim on you. They try to lock you up. And then the third one is, well, a little bit uncomfortable. And hopefully we don't get to that point, because it involves confessing that you have information that would lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. I'll just leave it there. But what do we have right here? Obviously, some comprehensive truth about what Andrew Tate is all about. A former Playboy model had told friends how Andrew Tate tried to lure her to his Romanian hideaway. I'd imagine the DMs that I'm probably sure that she definitely has screenshots of, right? Probably on Instagram. Hey, you in the area? Would you like to get flown out to Romania? You know who also has those exact same DMs as well? Michaela Peterson. There you go. Clara Howe, 32, said she was shocked and feels that she feels like merch. She had a lucky escape after the disgraced influencer was arrested. Fuck you, Daily Mail. And his brother, and subsequently 2 others in connection with his alleged human trafficking and rape. Have you seen this make the rounds on all the news sites right now? Oh, the 2 girls inside the ex-police officer, and then the other madam who's around there dubbed Tate's Angels. Who the fuck is dubbing them Tate's Angels? You media spin hack merchants. Fuck off. The blonde model was left horrified as shocking details emerged how Romanian prosecutors are investigating 4 suspects for allegedly keeping 6 women under house arrest 24/7 like prisoners. Kind of like how the same lady right now is going to be saying, oh, he tried to lure me by saying, hey, if you're in Romania, or I can flew you out for a weekend. Yeah, tried to lure her. What the fuck are you talking about? We might have to look through her Instagram after this, because I'm imagining she probably gets all of the attention from all of the blue check marks, okay? The woman, including an American citizen, were allegedly held as at the property with employees shadowing their every move before being forced to take part in online pornographic videos. Stop it. Fucking stop it. Show proof or stop with this nonsense. But yes, prosecutors in Romania say the brothers allegedly recruited the women on social media platforms and persuaded them to travel to a 600,000 euro secret bolt hole. Yeah, their compound that has the house at one point, the garage for the supercars, the emergency meeting studio, okay, all in the premises, and then a pool house with a hot tub and a pool as well. If that's how you'd want to go ahead and frame it, go ahead. You can take a look at it. Again, it's on Google Maps. It's like right there for the fucking world to see. But in Bucharest, by falsely professing love for them, running Loverboy game. It's called selling the bitches a dream. Falsely kept there. Like, bro, from people who have actually been there, all they say is that women want to be there. Okay? Nobody's being held at gunpoint, but people that have spent fucking weeks with these dudes at the place. It's so fucking unbelievable. Howe told friends she believes she may have been one of the intended victims. Stop it. Provide any evidence that's out there. Otherwise, you're just clout chasing, okay? And there was another video. I can't remember exactly what interview it was, okay? Might have been during one of the F&F streams, but Tate was talking about how none of the women that he'd actually been, involved with would flip on him, okay? There were certain rags that were out there that were offering $10,000, $20,000 in order to give them bad information about that. And it's like, oh, and now you're getting an ex-Playboy model who's 32 years old at the height when, oh my God, Tate's name is radioactive at this point, flipping on him in order to try to spin a tale. funny how all of this stuff is coming out right now. I'm just saying, connecting some fucking dots right now. How much money do you think the Daily Mail is shelved, okay, in order to get an exclusive with this chick right there? She's just trying to promote her Instagram, bro. Come on now, you're not that fucking special. She told her friends he wanted me to go to Romania, and I was tempted. It makes me think how it could have gone terribly. I'd probably ended up not leaving the house ever. Well, like every other chick that's been in and out, like the one that also claimed to be in a similar situation in April, who was also caught on closed circuit security feeds, going out to the road, getting a pizza, and then coming back in. Remember how that story ended up shaking down? She didn't want to admit that she was getting piped down by Tristan, okay? And then her boyfriend ended up figuring out that, ooh, she's in Romania. What is she doing there? Oh, I'm being trafficked. I just don't want to fess up to the fact that I'm cheating on you. I'm definitely being trafficked. Come on now. Howe confided how Tate showered her with compliments and romantic messages. Yeah, that's a certain type of game. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, that's even in the press release by the Romanian officials. Oh, they were trying to run lover boy game. It's like, yeah, called love bombing. What are you, 5? Do you not know different types of game? Like, what are we doing here? But if she doesn't provide any evidence, it just kind of sounds like, because this just came out, like this interview is only a couple of days old at this point. Yeah, it was published on the 1st. Okay, is she alert to his roommate? Oh, okay, I thought they would have had like a plug for Instagram or some shit like that. But no. I'm sure they'll probably get to that. But if there's no screenshots of this, okay, she's just going on what the press release is, and it's like, oh yeah, I received the love bombing. Oh, what did he say? Oh, it was horrific. Come on now. But she claimed she quickly learned. See all these claims and, oh yeah, sources say she told her friends, all of these fucking weasel words that are baked in. What was your actual interaction? But come on, what do you actually have? She claimed she quickly learned of a darker side of his character when his messages became controlling and aggressive. Ms. Howe told friends how he tried to ban her from going on holiday to Spain with a girlfriend and insisted she had to obey him. Okay, if you never actually went, did you get fucked and dumped? Like, what are we doing here? You're leaving out a lot of this story, and the only thing that you have in quote-unquote scare quotes is obey. Like, come on now. And that's just also leeching one of his popular, with the clips that circulated online. Like, girls going out on girls' trips are for the streets, okay? She wants to go on a girls' trip, well, guess what? She's no longer in a relationship. Like, you might be mischaracterizing things, and if you want to be taking some shit out of context, you should at least quote it appropriately. Despite her concerns, their chats continued. Really kept her at gunpoint, I guess. And Howe told friends how she was surprised when, out of the blue, Tate told her he was in Romania and asked her to fly out to visit him. Yeah, exactly. Finding an attractive girl who initiated the conversations here, because I also want to know that as well. Some 32-year-old ex-Playboy model and the most famous man in the world. Who slid into whose DMs here? I'm just wondering, okay? And that, yeah, he said, okay, come over. I'm in Romania. Come and pop over for a hot second. Again, you can listen to, I'll say it again, FNF's interview with Michaela Peterson when they ask about the Andrew Tate situation. That's exactly what was happening. She was in England or something like that at the time, or maybe Germany or something like that. He messaged her and like, come and fly by Romania. We'll hang out for a while. And apparently it was totally platonic or something like that. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yo, this is your big gotcha. When you finally meet the guy who slid in your DMs. Oh, okay, cool. Howe speaking to Tate at a boxing match when she was a ring girl. He's also talked about, picking up ring girls after you win your fights afterwards. But I don't know, is he a promoter or is he there as a guest of the promoter? Like, doesn't look like you're in your feelings and feeling trapped by the situation at all. Just fucking stop. How with the Floyd Mayweather fight in Dubai when she was a ring girl. And, after what, Mayweather turned you down, then you just decided to go back to somebody that you had a conversation with earlier? Like, come on now. She's not terrible or anything like that, but there's a reason why you're backlit, and you got a filter on your face. You got a nice ass and all that stuff, but come on now. Come on. What are you doing? And you can also see that there's not any, up-close face shots. I'm just saying. At first, she told him she couldn't come to another country to meet somebody I've never met, and he's like, all right, bet. But she reconsidered. She looked through his Instagram and realized that, holy fuck, this guy's rich. And spoke to a friend who agreed to go with her in August. In the end, she did not travel there as their communication stopped abruptly when Tate was banned from the social media platform. This was when he was popping off, and she's like, I don't know you. But then look through his Instagram. It's like, okay, I want to know you. Okay. Like, come on, this is a fucking that may or may not have happened, and we don't have any fucking receipts. Wouldn't you still have your side of the communications, even if he was banned off Instagram? Like, come on now. She told friends that she feels I had a lucky escape. It's like would have been what number 343, 344, depending on what time your plane came in. Like, you're not special, and your story isn't that scathing. But yeah, you can see a picture right there. Tate and his brother stuck in a fucking prison while Romanian officials rifle through his shit. There's a bunch of stuff going on Twitter right now about how the supercars are getting impounded. Okay, they just continue to go through his shit to try to find anything that sticks. Obviously, if he did do this stuff, if he was trafficking, raping, holding women against their will, that sucks. Go to jail, do your fucking time, okay? I just find it highly fucking dubious. And the fact that they continue to get fucking clout chasers that are out there, okay? Bitches who have more pictures of themselves or, posing with simps all over the internet because, oh yeah, you're with Anthony Joshua. Like, come on now. Like, Lex, stop it. You know exactly what fucking time it is. You're a ring girl, for Christ's sakes. He was a world heavyweight champion at one point in time, okay? Tate's a 4-time kickboxing world champion, for Christ's sakes. He knows all about ring girls. You're not special. Your story isn't significant at all. You could have got flown out. Now you're just trying to get some easy clout off of a hot story. But how about some first-hand information from people who actually know him and a story that you're not likely to hear? Ukrainian refugee living in one of Andrew Tate's homes staunchly defends him. How about the other side of this story from people that have actually been there? Because, yeah, like I've said multiple times over, and somebody in a podcast that I like very, very much, okay, the Fresh and Fit, I think they provide very good information. Watch their regular day shows, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows. They're exceptionally good information where if you think that they're all just misogynists and evil, they just yell about how awful women are. What's your shit during the week? See how many times Myron goes off on the men. Just go ahead and, pay attention to that shit if you're still skeptical about it. But whatever, man. And then same with Sneeko. I've shouted him out, and then when he got canceled, I also took some time in a video to, mention him as well. Now, he's all over Rumble, blown up, and Rumble seems to be the place to be right now. And they talk nothing but how great of an experience it was to go down to Romania. Saying how difficult it would be, okay, because these guys are working every fucking minute of every fucking day. So, on top of it being just completely surprising, if there was anything in there to back up these claims of human trafficking, it'd be even more surprising given how little time they have throughout the day in order to pull this shit off. But here it is, just once again, a guy who has been vilified by all of the media. Somebody who it's easy clicks. I'm sure if it's on the other side of this stuff, if you're dunking on Tate, oh my god, your shit's probably getting pushed to the fucking moon by the algorithm. I'm sure you're getting well compensated for your time. But no. If you want to tell the other side of this story, you get totally butt-fucked by YouTube, and I don't give a shit, man. All this stuff is fucking bogus, and to hear from people who are on the inside, I think that that's some valuable information. So without further ado, a Ukrainian war refugee. Yeah, see, he's an awful guy. Oh, he's a pro-Putin bot. A Ukrainian war refugee. How many of the people that are out there that just want to signal all their virtue about how no human is illegal and that illegal immigrants are just as good as the regular citizens in whatever country they want to go to? Okay, cool. If those same people are upset about the influx of illegal aliens crossing into South Texas, how many of those people are actually putting up any of those immigrants? Oh, guess what? Fucking crickets across the board. But then you have Tate out here, okay? Oh, the big, angry, evil misogynist who's just all out for himself. Oh, he's so self-absorbed. A self-professed alpha male. Never fucking says that. I immediately discredit the remarks if anybody says that. Oh, he's just one of those guys who just tries to teach guys to be alpha males, running around calling himself an alpha male. It's like, you don't even fucking know. Your brain dead take is not appreciated, and it's not even warranted. So just fuck off. I'm tired of hearing from those fucking idiots. That's another thing I'm focusing on acutely in 2023. Curating everything that goes in my ears. No more people complaining. Complaining is fucking useless. useless. No more people that just spew negativity, just continue to criticize, never offer alternatives. Fuck all of them. I'm done with it. Not like I would listen to an influx of it to begin with, but even just trimming out that 20 to 30% of the content that I was consuming, just, getting fucking rid of it, focusing more on improving and making 2023 the best year of my life. And it all starts with backing up Tate. But here we go. Okay, Ukrainian War refugee was among the women cops found at Andrew Tate's Romanian properties. Okay. And is now staunchly defending the influencer against accusations he's a rapist forcing women into porn. That is about the most uncharitable way that you can put that. But hey, man, mass media, that's what you get. The refugee who only gave the name Lisa, confirmed to the Times of London that she was quizzed by cops after they raided the house where Tate is accused of raping a 22-year-old woman held there against her will. What? Lisa had been there around a month before Tate and his brother, 34-year-old Tristan, were arrested at a nearby property on Thursday, accused of also forcing women into porn against their will. Sure. Everything the police have said is not true, she told a UK paper of the charges. I know them, the Tates, and they could not do this. The girls who live here do not have to do anything. They are good girls, she maintained. Yeah, no, exactly. Wow, people wanting to live a charmed life with rich, wealthy, high-status individuals? Wow, imagine that. What police are saying, I know it's untrue. They don't have any proof. Yeah, that's, kind of what I'm seeing personally. But again, the only people who have all of the information, who have all of the evidence available to them, why does that police officer have two arms? Does anybody notice how fucking weird that guy's hand looks right now? What the fuck is actually going on? Anyways, no, that kind of distracted me for a second. But the only people who have seen all of the evidence that's led to this detention for 30 days are the Romanian prosecutors. They're the only one who knows all this stuff. I don't know if they're still trying to connect the dots or whatever, but it looks tenuous at best. Lisa said that she had been invited to live at the $360,000 house, and that's $360,000 Romanian appraisal, as that could be a pretty banging place, all things considered. With Tate's assistance by two Romanian housemates, the pair were making around $4,000 a month. Wow, he said, and it was all from TikTok comedy clips. Okay, so he was housing people, paying people, and letting them live a pretty charmed existence. What's illegal about this? It just sounds like this guy's a job creator. What are we doing? Despite being a new arrival from the war in her homeland. Oh yeah, and then add on to the fact that she is fleeing a war zone, and Tate put her up. It probably also helped that she was 22 years old, but hey man. Lisa told the UK paper that she knew the Tates well, having first met them around 3 years ago at a party in Kiev. She's 22, nice. When she worked in marketing for a realtor. So now she's marketing on social media. Like, what the fuck are we doing out here? She said the US-born former reality TV star only acts like the hate-spewing misogynist for show. Yeah, he plays up his character. Everybody knows that. Everybody who's being charitable about his online persona understands that. He means everything that he says. He just cranks it up to 11 for comedy's sake. Fucking duh. That's a fucking sick-ass Aston Martin. He's not like that in real life, she maintained. The former kickboxer said that the rape victim should... that he said a rape victim should bear some responsibility for their attacks. Huh. It's almost like that continues to get trotted out and then parroted by all those smooth brains that are out there. You know what the full context of that is? I'll just go ahead and repeat it once again for posterity's sake, okay? He was making the argument in a conversation, of course, taking the more salacious side of the argument that, yes, if a single girl, goes to a party, gets sloppily drunk, wearing provocative clothing, ends up having sex, and then later goes out to regret it, she has to bear some responsibility for that action. Just like me, myself. Even though I'm 6.5 feet tall, 2 and some change, I walk outside at night. If I go down to Detroit, I go down to Detroit at night and walk the street and don't expect to get assaulted, but then end up getting assaulted, well, guess what? I bear some responsibility for my actions. It's a totally reasonable take that gets blown out of proportion. And you take a look at anything that's quoted about this, bear some responsibility, and then they can just go ahead and throw whatever sort of descriptor out there that they want. I don't believe anything bad about them. I have known them for a long time. Imagine that. People who know the Tates, who understand, who watch the actual fucking content, aside from the people that live with, spend a considerable amount of time with them, have a completely different perception of them from the people who just watch a couple of Instagram reels, some TikToks on them. Oh, they're just dirty misogynists. I can explain just about every single one of his talking points because it's not exactly something that I haven't thought about before. He just articulates them on some of the largest platforms on earth. Tate assured Lisa that his online sex business was a very long time ago, maybe when they were 23 or 24 and made their first million, she said. Yeah, that's when the webcamming shit was, okay? And again, Tate tells that story. I think that was on the first interview with F&F. But yeah, he needed to come up with $1 million. Locked himself in a room. Had to understand what money was. He ended up at the end of the couple of days that he was locked in the room, understanding exactly what money was, getting exceptionally pissed about how he didn't have any money because money is fucking made up. He's seen an ad for, webcam girls online and then just decided, I fucked a whole bunch of ring girls. Aha! See where that pops up again? I can bring them in, okay? They're from all corners of the world. I can bring them in and then I can present them with this business opportunity and we can go ahead and make some money quickly. There you go. There's the truncated version of that story. And you wonder where an old fucking sloppy ring girl pops into all this stuff. Interesting. Very convenient timing on your story. Oh my God, this happened over the summer and I felt a certain way about it at the time and I really wanted to suck the top G's cock, but then when that didn't end up happening and that he ended up getting arrested, now I can tell my tale that I can just go ahead and promote all my content on. Boy, that sure should be opportune timing. Wow. They have so much money. They cannot make so much money from from video chats. Yeah, exactly. You can scale that up to a certain point, but at a certain point in time, okay, that's going to require so much space, so many additional layers of management where it just becomes untenable. And that's what, the Tates were talking about at the same time. They had 75 girls at their webcamming place, and they had a certain amount of managers for a certain amount of girls, and it's like it just became unreasonable. And especially in today's day and age with webcamming, kind of being superseded by OnlyFans and all that shit, it just doesn't fucking work anymore. So, trying to run an empire, trying to make all of his billions off of, 6 bitches in the basement, that he's forcing to do online porn. Just connect the dots in your head. These guys are rich, verifiably rich. 33 supercars. I have my own Bugatti. Flying around in private jets, having a hard time keeping these gators down. Just make it make sense. Okay, make it make sense. Why would they be doing this stuff? There are women around the world throwing themselves at the Tate brothers. Why would he need to traffic them? Why would he need to fuck them against their will? It doesn't make any sense. Compare and contrast that with Sam Bankman-Fried, who knew that his time was up and understood that if he didn't grab the bag, it would be taken from him by the market. That makes sense that's out there. These claims, on the other hand, it doesn't pass the smell test. Her house in a gated community, going back to Lisa, called the American Village, was raided by cops along with a compound to his house, his Hustlers University. Okay, well, we're going to have to add context on this again. Okay, Hustlers University is a online course that you can sign up for $50 a month. I think that's what the going rate is, $49.99, where you can study 7 different online, what did they call it, modern wealth creation methods. So you can learn how to copyright, you can learn how to cut up social media clips, all of that stuff as well. Affiliate marketing, which, a bunch of fucking other idiots out there would say, oh, it's just a scam, bro. It's like, cool, I guess Amazon is running one of the most successful scams all time. Remember those old YouTube videos where it's, okay, make sure to click on my Amazon affiliate link through your next purchase. It doesn't cost you a single thing, but I get a kickback off of it. That's what he was doing with Hustlers University for some people that were out there that had the affiliate link. Imagine that. Big scam that they're running out there. They didn't need that stuff. Sure, it was a nice, income boost given the fact that they had tens of thousands of concurrent users at the time. I'm sure the platform is still running. I haven't checked on it in a while, okay? And then the 2.0 or the 3.0 relaunch was going to be starting up soon. They have people that are skilled in the area, and everybody, just about everybody who took the time to take a look at the course, invest in the course, ended up making their money back and then some. There were testimonials through the roof, but no. All of that shit is astroturfed, right? Okay, from those people on the other side. No. Hustlers University is a scam. Anybody who made money on the platform for them. They're just, literally on the payroll of the Tates. But then at the same time, you want to completely understand everything that the authorities that you would normally be against are saying about them. Okay, again, just you can't make this situation make sense through common sense, through a rational logic. Her house was also one raided in April last year when the American woman said she had been raped and held there against her will. That was the one who was feeling so terrible about her situation. She would get DoorDash consistently and then go in and out during whatever parties were being held at the Tate's place. Lisa said the police checked everything in the property, seized 2 laptop computers, including her own. The police wanted to know what I did for a living, she told the UK Times. I told them I was receiving Ukraine refugee payments and showed them every document they said. Okay, she said. The Times also reported that Tate, who first moved to Romania in 2017, had transferred control of his website and consultancy business last summer, months after coming under investigation. Yeah, probably to whatever the Romanian version of an S Corp or an LLC is. Okay, probably something with an off or a check at the end of it. I don't fucking know, because it made a lot of sense, because guess what? If they're going to be coming to attack one person, the most Googled man on earth, eclipsing the Google searches of Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian combined. Yeah, you knew some shit like this was eventually going to surface. I'm counting down the days, man. Counting down the days until he gets released, because I don't see it. I legitimately don't see it. In 2023, for me, is all about a year of truth. All about sticking up for the right message, sticking up for good people that are out there. And maybe I'm an asshole, maybe I'm blinded by bias, but I just don't see it. I legitimately do not see it. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.